Hey guys, it's me, Christina Marie. So I'm actually going to show you guys a trick that I thought everybody knew, but my girlfriend was like, no, nobody really knows this. I'm about to put concealer on my eyes, but this is for aging eyes. And by the way, guys, I just did this review just like 2 seconds ago on how this product here tremendously helped my under eye area, even though it doesn't claim to be for the eyes. Anyways, this is just a Hyaluronic Acid by Olay. Now, a lot of people don't know when you put concealer on, if you have aged eyes like I do, aging eyes, you do want to put moisturizer under here. Now, you're not just going to take a tiny little bit and put moisturizer on there, let it soak up, and that's it. No, for aging eyes, we want to really smooth out any of those fine lines, and I know my under eye area actually looks fabulous right now because of this. But let me kind of show you guys. I already put a little bit on. So here's this much on my hand. You can see I grabbed a lot of product. You couldn't really see it as much because it's transparent. And what you're going to do is you're going to massage it into the under eye area before you put your concealer on. Or if you don't wear a concealer, you can put the foundation. Now what you're going to do is you're going to wait for this to absorb 100%. Now this is going to be different for every person on exactly how much you put on. So once the product has completely absorbed, you want to put on a little bit more. And if that absorbs, then you want to put on a little bit more than that. You want this area right here to be the most hydrated, the most moisturized, because this is where all your concealers are going to crack. Okay, so this is like my second application because I had already put some on before shooting this video. And I want you to see, this is already dried down. But has it dried down completely? Yes, it has, right? I can feel that it's soaked up into the skin. But look at my finger. It's not like it's running on dry skin. It's moisturized skin. The product is actually soaked up into my skin, which I can feel it's soaked up into my skin, but it's not really like laying on top of the surface, and it's not slippery. You guys can see like I have some grip here, but it's nice and hydrated. If the product absorbed 100% and then you run your finger along the top and it's too dry, you do need to put more moisturizer on. I'm going to put a concealer on right now and show you how this makes the biggest difference in your concealer. So check this out. So I'm going to put my concealer on, right? I'm going to work it into the under eye area. I always put my concealer on first. Now what you want to do is you want to take your finger after you've already put it on with a brush or whatever, your sponge, and you want to pat your finger like that. Now look, you guys can see that it hasn't really like sunk into my lines, and it hasn't really aged them. Let me wrinkle. Yeah, I don't know how to wrinkle the under eye part. I'm trying to wrinkle. Okay, maybe when I smile. There we go, when I smile. But you can see they still look like they're plump and youthful. So I'm not actually aging my skin. Another trick, so you guys know, is when you're around my age, you really don't want to bake. And I know a lot of you guys are going to be like, baking is fine, blah, blah, blah. So the reason that I tell you not to bake is because a lot of times if you have the lines under your eyes, it can accentuate it. So we're gonna pat it flat like that, right? And then we're gonna take, you guys can see I just have a small amount of powder on this brush. And then I'm gonna take it right underneath and I'm going to set it this way. I will go back later and set it with another light powder that's a yellow tone, but I set it this way. And look. I mean, it's not like you guys can't see that I have some lines under my eyes, but they're kind of camouflaged and they're plumped up so I look more youthful. And that is the way you should use a concealer if you have aging eyes like I do. It's going to give you that total youthful appearance. It's going to make you not accentuate any fine lines or wrinkles. And, you know, a little bit of powder goes a long way. It actually makes you look a little bit more youthful. I know you guys love the baking and all of this stuff, but sometimes, you know, less is more. And in this case of how you're going to make your eyes look more youthful, at least the under eye area, this is honestly the best way for you guys to avoid like any of those wrinkle or any concealers creasing under your eye area. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little tiny video. I know it's short, quick, it's a little tip, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, please hit that thumbs up button, little subscribe button, and the tiny little bell next to it for notifications of new videos. I'm Christina Marie. I'm out. Bye.